Yo, what is up? We're back. It's your boy Spazz, aka Kenny G, and we've been on that ZA grind, have we not? Been taking a lot of time outside of this, so I don't think I'm the best prepared, but I am running it back versus our opponent Tails, and she is captain of the Finnegan's Firestorm with the Sheer Force ability here tucked away, maybe underneath one of these Pokemon. They have a fearsome team, and we'll go over their team. We'll talk about some stuff, some changes likely here, and then we'll give you a game. So this is playoffs. We are in the semifinals. So if either of us take the dub, we will be going on to grand finals to face off. Spoilers, right? I'm not gonna tell you. Watch the vid once it's out. But yeah, let's break it down. So her team consists of Archon with Rockhead, so it can deliver the 0 recoil head smashes. Granted that it hits, it is a not great accuracy move, and it also has Gale Wings dual wing beat. So I could definitely see something like a choice item on this, whether it be band or scarf, likely scarf, upon any myriad of these mons here. But yeah, doing crazy damage out here. It can have coverage and Earthquake and likely U-turn. It can also switch Rue and trick a choice item to me and like get one of my items here. So that's something I definitely have to take into consideration. And next we have Sinisty, which is a Terra captain of theirs, which has Opportunist. So anything I do, they can do better. Anything you can do, I can do to head ass. They also have Volt Absorb. I don't necessarily see that coming, but this is a run back once again. They have one less Volt Absorb. Fluffy was exchanged for that other Volt Absorb. Thank goodness. But last game I did not bring any electric moves versus them. Hopefully they paid attention to that and maybe they take note of that. So I could see a terrestrialization of like steel here, maybe even water. If they want to go the offensive route, fighting or anything other than that. Next is Tentacle, which is a definite pain. I definitely didn't struggle versus it in the first game, I think. But Volt Absorb Tentacle is kind of crazy because like Psychic, ground, most things have, you know, ground coverage, but likely this is going to be very defensive. I can see 252 HP, maybe even Eviolite, likely Eviolite, full defense or full special defense. It has Volt Absorb. Poison Point just means it's a Tentacle. It can rapid spin away my hazards. I don't really have a hazard blocker unless I Terra. And also set up things like T-Spikes, which could be annoying, or even get good momentum out of a fairly slowish flip turn. I don't see this running any speed when brought. Then we have the Axu with the long reach and Vessel of Ruin, likely another candidate for Eviolite. On top of that, Vessel of Ruin just makes it that much more bulkier. It can Dragon Dance. It has a +2 priority move in First Impression. Just something that definitely has to be, you know, respected. I respected it in the first game because I believe it did had First Impression, but I forgot that I could Terra still, and I could have just stayed in and then 5-0'd from there. But, you know, respect goes a long way, and it gave them a, you know, good upping in the rank for points. Next we have Magnemite here. Electromorphosis, goated ability. It can run Scarf. However, it's not the best in its move pool. It likely just has dual stab and a random normal move. given clang, but it does have, you know, tri-beam. I'm sorry, not tri-beam, TN, with the one eye. Might as well be tri-beam, right? It has tri-beam. It also has steadfast. All right, so steadfast, I know it just works with flinching. It's either the one that gives it, yeah, it is. It's you get a +1 boost after flinching. Yeah, that's what that is. Then next they have grubbin with heat proof and anger point. Likely heat proof. Very good ability for it, just letting it survive that much more. It does have a respectable offensive stat. It can get up webs, it can volt switch out, it can T-wave, it can discharge. First time I flinched it and then I hit it with a facade. So likely I could see this with a covert cloak this time around, seeing that covert cloak is, you know, seen as useful to them in my eyes. Alright, so next up they have Vulpix with the No Guard and Drought ability. Two great abilities coming off of this. So it can fire off 100% accuracy Hypnosis and Inferno with No Guard, or throw off like Scarf, Weather Ball, or Overheat, stuff like that. It isn't the strongest special attacker. It does need to be respected. This could very well also have Healing Wish in the back too, which could bring up this, which could be annoying, especially if it's Sash out the way. Next we have Mind Eye Mankey. Mind's Eye. This does Mankey stuff and basically has 0 setback to its fighting move or normal moves, which I don't think it brings, even with the added benefit of Keen Eye. It likely goes Iron Fist if brought. Zora, the other Terra Captain here with Neuroforce, giving a boost to things that hit super effectively. Fluffy I can't see coming, because, I mean, I can. I don't think it matters versus what I have, but it very much could, so I do want to respect that. It is also a variant of Scarf User that has Trick, so something to watch out for. And Esper, another Trickster with Stakeout, so if I was to switch out, I would be hitting up some more damage. This could do some things. I don't necessarily see it coming, but yeah, that's their team. A firestorm of heat, or threats rather, to my team. And my team is, let's go into it. It's under construction. There's a couple of things that I want to do here. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna fully commit to this, but what the hell, you know? So we have Frigid here with Surge Surfer, doubling our speed. I have 223 speed and a jolly nature to outspeed everything, including Scarf. Lumberry, there's a couple of items. I could run Lumberry, I could run Heavy Duty Boots, which I believe I might, because the one game that I did lose, I didn't really pay attention to webs, and webs could screw me. They could screw me pretty well. So even at +1, I don't outspeed things that are naturally faster in some aspects. But I do have the belly drum coming off of 252 HP. The Ice Shard, Icicle Spear, Earthquake. Between these two, they don't really care about what switches in, especially at +6. I can even kill, like I used to have the dice on this to hit at least 4 to 5 times, but at +6 I really don't need it. Unless there's an air balloon out there, I really don't need it. 2 hits actually does enough to like KO this most of the time. especially resisted hits, which 1, 2, well, this needs to get hit by Earthquake. I hope this doesn't have Balloon, nor does this, but I'm well equipped, I think, at this point in time, but again, I don't think I am. So yeah, some things will change probably. I have the Kid with the Apricot Berry. So at 25%, I will get a Spazz boost, but that's not why I'm using this. I'm using this as a gift, a natural gift that turns into practically Earthquake for things like Tentacool that think they can switch into my Ice and electric moves, or Magnemite that thinks they can switch into my Ice and or electric moves. But this is a one-time use. Once it's used and abused, it is done. So I do have to be wary of that. Supercell Slam does a good amount to everything here. Body Slam is Ice type Body Slam, so it's doing damage to a lot of other things that would normally resist electric. That's not Tentacool. You see why this is a problem. In the first game, I had this as Mirror Herb as a counter to this, and it very well still could be a great one with Power Up Punch and Knockoff. I believe I did something to where Tentacool wasn't a burden in that aspect, and Knockoff might not be bad, but this is what I have at the moment. And I have enough Spazz to live, I believe it's a Vulpix Sun boosted fire type move, so I get to hit that with the natural gift if I see it as a threat. But I can see at least 2 or 3 of these coming between Tentacool, Magnemite, and Vulpix. Next we have Insano-Cybin. Have heavy duty boots. To ignore things like webs or T-Spike, and get off a guaranteed rapid spin with Scrappy. So I have no blocks to that. Earth Power hits most of their team that's not on a balloon or flying for a good, decent damage, and that's not named Grubbin. I have Substitute. I don't know why I have Substitute. That's likely going to change. And then I also have Taunt. Now this could be a variant of my hidden ability, or not hidden ability, but my signature ability, Fur Coat, to better withstand some things, maybe. Not entirely sure. But let's move on. We have Debauchery here. I have 2 sets that were effective in testing. So one was Mirror Herb to switch in on Sinistea. And it had Fake Out and Last Resort. So it would effectively get the Shell Smash boost and be able to threaten with +2 Last Resort, and then also Fake Out to break its sash. This is the older set without one of the moves, which I believe was Power Up Punch. Drain Punch hits Magnemite. Triple Axle. Didn't care about Terra as long as all 3 hit. Facade, base 100, 40 stab move, and agility. So I can say screw all the scars that are out there. So this might change. Like a lot of this is, I didn't get enough testing in. The week's been a Tyler Perry movie. But not for the week. Next we have Chivalrous. We have Tyrannic Cinder, Electric Surge. Want maximum turns on my Surge Surfer here. And I could also go Surge Surfer here too. I have Encore, Spikes, Recover, Baton Pass, no attacks. Spikes help me get rid of any Healing Wish shenanigans between this and this. Because you'll still take spike damage, so that sash will effectively be nullified. I have Encore just to Encore something into something and then get Baton Pass. Basically my momentum switch. This thing is bulky as all hell. Even Archon at -1 wouldn't KO this with Head Smash. Maybe even regular, but I don't want to jinx it. Then last but not least, we have Vision here. Is this spelled right? This ain't spelled right. Anyways, we have Eviolite, Intimidate. I thought of doing some other set on this as well. Like all of this, aside from these two, are really primed for the battle, which was pretty much what I won with. Unfortunately, I didn't get to test out much anything else aside from priority attacks. But this has Intimidate. This is my switch into Archon to set up on. Hopefully it doesn't have the clear amulet, but if it has a clear amulet, that just means that it is not choice locked or scarf. But it still, I believe, has rock polish, which is still scary. So I have Thunder Wave to slow down anything in front of me. I low-key want to lead with this. I have Side Shot just to hit Tentacle to be more manageable, soften that up. Heat Wave to hit things like Magnemite, Grubbin, anything that resists Side Shot for the most part, like Zora, that's not Terra. And then I have Magic Coat for Webs. I'm like, basically, Webs is annoying for me. How would it be for you? You know what I mean? So that's the idea behind this. It is fully bulky. I forgot this thing could terrestrialize, so I didn't really have a Terra type in mind. But I'll take those things into consideration. And yeah, I've held y'all up enough. Let's get into the semifinals match. And good luck to my opponent, Tails. Okay, so they brought Vulpix, both Foxes, the Aksu. Very offensive team. My calculator's not ready. There's gunshots in the background. I have a headache. I'm gonna hand off a free win here. It seems like, but I'm gonna lead off with this. No bug, so that's good. And this could very well trick me. It's not gonna kill me. I do have the Terra Fairy, but based on calcs, unless you're faster than me in specs, you will kill. But I'm just gonna slow that up. So there goes the agility. What I will do here is, I suppose I could switch out. I do want to keep this in the background. Or do I want to hit this? I probably preserve, right? There's not a lot of things that I want going down, but I don't have to worry about anything aside from T-Spikes. So I'm gonna send this out. I get the Lucky Para. I'm just gonna have this attack me. I don't want this being dual anything. This could Sludge Bomb me, Dark Pulse. And I'm gonna set up the spike here. And I'm gonna keep the gunshots in the background for y'all. So Insano Cyben is down. What I do want to do here is limit my guys' switch-ins. So this is Cloak. I'm doing a hard call out. And there's no Magnemite, so that means there's no Steadfast. Bird up. I'm going to send out. So this very well could what you call it? Could agility. If that does happen, it is scary. I'm just gonna go ahead and intimidate off. Could have the clear amulet, but it doesn't. Head smash, miss. I will gladly take that opportunity to get up out. And I'm gonna encore this into the rapid spin. Am I faster? Okay, I gotta calc this real quick. Because if I'm faster, I just send this out. But you're not fast. You're volt absorbed though, which is annoying. I am just gonna earthquake because you're gonna send out something with cover cloak. I am overthinking. You know, if it happens, it happens. You deserve the win if so. Yeah, fuck it. Alright, they either haze or just hit me. Knockoff does suck. I'm faster than you, just quick attack. It sucks that I don't have the terrain extender. I don't know what this does aside from just switch out and go down. So it is even. I do think they have a better, what you call it here. They shadow ball. I die there. I'm going to go for a game. Right. I'm gonna go this. Then I'm gonna double into this. And I thank you for the delicious mirror herb. So I don't believe I care about the terror type here, which is fighting. Yeah, I tried that. So that was smart of them to get up out of there. I don't fear dual wing beat at this time. First impression, oh, it is there. Yeah, I did see that coming. A little bit. Tentacruel, I'm gonna bonk you. Bonk. Please die. Okay, it did enough. I'm glad I did something there. It is weak. I don't believe I win with what I have left. And this definitely gives Scarf. I do live. Lord, my head is not getting any better from the background. Or the ball, boom. I'm gonna parry you. I actually kind of do have a chance. Not really with the, nah. You win. GG, because Chomper in the back there. If I could get a pair off on it, that'd be lucky on me. What does more here? I'm in the sun. What am I talking about? Okay, I don't want to miss, but I'm going to, yeah, like, regardless, I still lose here. I should have preserved better for sure. Let's see. Heat wave and the sun did 57. Yo, what is this? That's bulky as DF. Whatever. I'm just gonna hit it. I'm gonna miss. I live that much. Side shock. I didn't finish my calc. But I go down here. GG. Alright, and Supercell Slam. And GG to Tails. So, can't wait to see the game versus them in Grand Finals versus I Won't Ever Show You. But I will show this here. Should I show you? Yeah, I'm not finna be fought again. So let's see what they brought. So yeah, the choice band, I did see somewhat of a variant of this coming. First impression, I'm glad they brought it this time around on a bulky set there. Incognito with the sheer force. I'm surprised it didn't kill. Wait, did it even throw off the attack? Yeah, it got the dark pulse off. Okay, so they finally used sheer force on that. With the coverage, agility as well, extensory, sludge bomb. So I probably might have died, but they thought I'd probably switch. Bird up, choice scarf, head smash, switcheroo, U-turn, dual wing beat off the jolly nature. Kitsune with the choice scarf here, which I definitely saw with the healing wish, overheat, weather ball, energy ball coverage. And then we have Glorp here with the max defensive nature off the impish Violite, which I knew I wasn't gonna kill, but I would did a good chunk. Gunk shot, a more offensive attack than poison jab, practically AV, but with the EV. Then we have Slurp with the focus sash. They were very smart to preserve that and then switch out into this and get the kill. With the Terror Blast fighting. So very well done on Tails' part. Good job, good luck in the finals, and I will see you guys the rest of the way. And hopefully we play again. And of course, keep playing, have fun, and see you in the next one.